Well, this is being said to be a first in Northland. I'm not sure if it's a first for New Zealand. I would hope that it's not, but a Whangarei High School has elected a Queen and Queen of a ball. So no King and Queen, but a Queen and Queen of the ball, a couple who wanted to both, I guess, be the winners at the ball, have been elected, and there is some very good communications coming out about it and a lot of support and positive vibes from it. We have a quote from Tony Duda. Tony Duda is the Rainbow Youth Communications Manager. She says this about the Queen and Queen of the ball. It's becoming a more supportive environment. From our perspective, we're still focused on that rural outreach, and to hear of this stuff is hugely heartening. Outside of those larger cities, things are changing, and it's driven by youth. Young people, Lisa, aren't so scared of LGBTI issues as perhaps the older community was concerned about, and this is the downstream effect of it.
And instead of bullying, the pupils are really supporting their queer peers. Can you imagine at my school formal, if this had happened, the PTA would have had conniptions at Monroe College, where we were taught by nuns still. I think the nuns would have had heart attacks. I think this is wonderful. It's say hello to the new normal is what it is, and the young people are really behind it. I think it's awesome.
I think that's a great way to look at it, hello to the new normal. And for generations before, I guess these guys are millennials, generations before them need to understand that much like your generation moved on from the previous generation, this generation's moving in a different direction, whether you like it or loathe it. Yeah. It's where it's going. I find it interesting, and I don't know any information around what this means, but I do find it interesting that the principal of the school declined to comment when asked. I have a wondering, and that's all it is, if that means there was a bit of consternation around this and it was really just the students taking it up. But again, that's just my pondering as opposed to any knowledge about what's going on.
Well, I think it's probably just staying out of it, which is a fair call. But when you've got things in America where transgender toilets are such a huge issue, and yet you've got queens and queens of school balls in New Zealand, it makes me quite proud of this country. I think it's awesome.